Cliff, watching Free Speech TV in Canyon Country, California. Hey, Cliff, what's up?
Hi, Tom. Hey, well, I totally agree with you that the Republicans have done all they can do to obstruct and prevent the president from, passing any meaningful legislation. It's blatantly obvious what they're doing, and I find it despicable. But I still want to hold the president accountable for other things, specifically his appointments that he's made. I mean, the buck stops with Obama, right?
More or less, yeah.
The Republicans didn't appoint Lawrence Summers and Tim Geithner. They didn't appoint Jeff Immelt. They didn't choose Michael Taylor to be the FDA food safety czar, a former vice president of Monsanto.
Yep. Or
Penny Pritzker. He just nominated her for Commerce Secretary. She's a billionairess and an anti-union person. And most importantly, Tom, the Republicans didn't appoint Eric Holder as Attorney General, who's in the pockets of the Wall Street, like we know. We were outraged when Bush appointed Ashcroft and Alberto Gonzalez. Now, where's the outrage for the appointments that this president has made?
I share your concern, Cliff, on every single one of those points, and I think with the possible exception of Penny Pritzker, I have on the air criticized all of those people and all of those appointments. The fact of the matter is that President Obama is not a progressive, and he's not a perfect president. And it's just we're not always going to get everything we want. And in fact, we're almost never going to get everything we want. But, I would rather have him in the White House than Mitt Romney or John McCain.
That's a low bar you're setting.
I understand that. But, given the constitutional setup that we have with first past the post, winner take all elections, which forces us into this two-party system, basically those are the choices that we have. If you want to expand our electoral system, and if you're really concerned about that and committed to it, then join one of the groups that's working to bring instant runoff voting to the United States, or for ranked voting. The Green Party is very active on that front, or one of the groups that's working for proportional representation.
I'm in the Green Party. I left the Democrats several years ago.
Well, there you go then. Good on you.
Is this the banking situation? You always ask, why aren't any of these bankers prosecuted? It's because Eric Holder and Obama are protecting them.
Well, it's not just because of that. But you have to ask the question behind the question: why are Obama and Holder protecting the banksters? Because the banksters are providing an enormous amount of money to the Democratic Party. And it's the same reason that the Republicans are protecting the banksters. These guys are equal opportunity corruptors of government in America.
So it all comes back to Citizens United then.
Absolutely. Absolutely. The original sin is money, is this concept created exclusively by the Supreme Court. Exclusively by the Supreme Court. Starting in the mid-19th century and reaching its apotheosis, or however you say that, its peak, it was Citizens United in 2010, this dual doctrine that money somehow equals free speech and should be protected under the First Amendment, and that corporations somehow are magically people and should be entitled to all the constitutional protections right across the board, from equal protection to the Fifth Amendment, to the First Amendment, to the Fourth Amendment. The corporations should be entitled to all those things. These are wrong. These were created by the monarchs, the 9 monarchs sitting 3 blocks away from where I am right now, and in the Supreme Court building. And the only way that we can push back on it, assuming that we can't undo judicial review, which I don't think is going to happen in my lifetime, is to pass a constitutional amendment saying corporations are not people and money is not speech. Move to amend.org. Thank you, Cliff.